Hey, welcome everyone to the Sunday El Jefe live show. And for this episode of the Sunday live show, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a live review of the all new NuraTrue Pro. So these things are packing a lot of stuff. We got a lot to get into. So we're going to be getting into that shortly. But first, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. So for the replay squad, I'm going to be re-uploading the stream in its entirety to the El Jefe live playlist. So the people that want to watch the whole thing, they can go ahead and find that there probably tomorrow or the day after, because this stream will be cut down to just the review portion. For anybody who might be new here, I am going to be doing a live review of these in just a couple of seconds. But after the fact, I will be cutting the stream to just that portion, so just keep that in mind. But while we're doing the live review, I won't be answering questions, but once the live review is finished, then we'll get into the usual live show shenanigans, live Q&A, and that sort of stuff. So please be respectful in the chat as usual. Barry Johnson has full autonomy as my main moderator to go ahead and handle business. So, boogie down Barry, he doesn't take any mess. So don't mess with him. So just keep that in mind. But huge shout out to everybody who's come through early. Huge shout out to the replay squad who's going to catch us later. But let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into it because we got a lot to get into with these serious earbuds. So let me do a quick camera check here. Top down camera is on deck. We've got the close-up camera right here as well. So I want to make sure that's looking good. All right. Looks like we're good to go. All right, so let's get it popping. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat. Once again, I appreciate your patience with me. Just give me a few minutes to go through this and we'll be back doing the live Q&A. So let's do it. All right. The NuraTrue Pro have finally arrived. They made a lot of promises during their campaign, and so far, these have definitely lived up to the hype. In this video, I'll be giving you my full review along with some quick mic samples towards the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. As always, there will be links in the video description of all the products mentioned here, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So first up, let's go ahead and start with the connection or the connectivity of the NuraTrue Pro. Now, these are featuring Bluetooth 5.3 along with AAC and SBC, along with aptX lossless as their connection codecs. Now, while the NuraTrue Pro are compatible with both iOS and Android devices, you will need an Android device with the latest Qualcomm SoC to utilize the aptX lossless codec. If you're using an older Android device, they will default back to aptX Adaptive, which is still a very good codec. Now, as of right now, the only compatible devices are the Motorola Edge 30 Pro, the Asus ROG 6, and the Asus Zenfone 9, which I do have here. Now, these are the first phones that have been released with support for Qualcomm aptX lossless, with a handful more to be released in the next few months. Most high-end Android phones released from early next year, 2023, will also offer support. Now, unfortunately, iOS does not support aptX lossless, so this feature is only available for Android users at this time. Now, when it comes to the actual range of the earbuds themselves, I was able to get about 36 feet or just about 10.9 meters. Now, obviously, that's always going to vary depending on how many obstructions or walls you put in between the earbuds themselves and the device that they are connected to. So always keep that in mind. Now, another feature that these do have is they do feature single usage mode where you can use each of these earbuds individually while you leave the other one charging in the case. So that's always a good feature to have. However, the music will pause if you have ear detection enabled. So something to keep in mind. You also do maintain the ability to use both ANC and social mode or transparency mode, whatever you want to call it, with a single earbud in use. So that's always nice to have. There's some people who for work can only have one earbud in, so they want to have transparency mode on so they can still hear their surroundings. So that's a cool feature to always keep on a set of earbuds like this. Now, another feature that these do have as well is they do feature multi-point connectivity for up to 2 devices. So far, the multi-point feature has worked very well with all my devices, regardless of them being on iOS or on Android. And I tested this with my iPhone 14 Pro Max, my iPad Pro, the Asus Zenfone 9, and my Pixel 7 Pro. So overall, the multi-point connectivity has been very good. They also feature this music takeover feature. So if you're listening to music on one device, but then you push play on the other, it'll automatically jump over to the other device. Works pretty well so far. Now, let's move over to latency. So when you're watching videos with the NuraTrue Pro, there is minimal latency to be experienced here, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, any of the apps, no issues whatsoever when it comes to that sort of thing. Excuse me. But then on top of that, when we talk about gaming, so, a lot of people like to use their earbuds for some mobile gaming here. There's noticeable latency on games like Call of Duty Mobile. Now, I'm not a top tier Call of Duty player, so the slight latency doesn't affect my gameplay whatsoever. I'm still carrying these fools through these matches, so I'm good to go there. But if you're somebody where like the latency really bothers you, then you're probably going to have to look elsewhere. But something to keep in mind here when it comes to gaming latency, these do feature like aptX adaptive, aptX lossless, and there is a function within that switches you over to a lower latency, like it reduces latency automatically. So you do have better latency performance than many other earbuds. But I wouldn't call it a true like dedicated 40 millisecond gaming mode, nothing along those lines. So overall, it's good for casual gaming. Competitive gaming, you might still have to look elsewhere. Just something that you want to keep in mind there. But now let's move over to another feature, or something that's super important that people are always asking me about earbuds, and that is how comfortable are they? So let me go ahead and pull them out so you can kind of take a look at them here. Now, when you look at them in the case, they do look really chunky. But when you turn them on their side, you start noticing on the side profile that they're really not that big. They sit nicely inside your ear, but with this big size, mostly sits outside of your ear. So they are a bit bigger overall than most other earbuds on the market. But despite this, they have a very light and comfortable fit for my large ears. Now, I haven't experienced any ear fatigue or discomfort in my own testing, but if you have smaller ears, these may not fit you well. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that these earbuds are not discreet due to their size. So if you need something that isn't easily noticeable, you might still need to look elsewhere. But let me do this real quick so you can see it, because this is something that I've overlooked before in the past. I'm going to go ahead and put these earbuds in, and that way you can see how they look in my ears here live. So just like that, pop one in, just like that, give it a twist. There we are. Now you can see kind of what they look like there. See what I mean? So definitely not the most discreet of earbuds, but despite this, they are still incredibly comfortable for somebody with large or medium-sized ears, at least in my opinion. Now, when it comes to grip for workouts and things of that nature, grip is very good, but it will depend on proper tip and ear fin choice. Now, the included silicone tips are soft and they seal pretty well. You do get 4 sizes in the box, so plenty of options to try. And they also included a set of foam tips if that's your jam. Another thing they included were 2 sets of ear fins to assist in providing additional grip. I strongly recommend you try a few different size combinations of the ear tips and the fins until you find the right ones that block out as much noise, as well as giving you a solid grip in your ear. Now, if you do want to upgrade your ear tips to something better, as you can see here, I'm actually using the Spinfit CP360 with these, and they fit the earbuds and they also fit into the charging case, but these earbuds use a oval stem design. So you have to stretch the CP360s over that. So if you're not comfortable with doing that, then you're probably going to want to skip it. But if you're comfortable with stretching ear tips, then you'll be fine. You can go ahead and drop these on here if you want to have a superior seal. So that's an option for you. Link will be in the description for anybody who is interested in that. Now, so far, as how they've performed on my walks, it's been actually very, very good. So when I take my walks, I'm doing 2 to 3 walks per day. These have been very good for that. They stay in my ear, they stay put. Overall, it's been a good experience. In addition to this, they also feature an IPX4 rating for splash resistance. So this would be something that's good for workouts, but I wouldn't shower with these or take them swimming. So it's just something that you want to be aware of. I know not everybody takes their earbuds swimming, but some people do. They've been in my comment section. I just want to make it clear, probably don't want to use these for that. Now, moving over to sleep. Now, while these are a larger earbud, the low profile design works well for sleep in my testing. However, if you sleep with your hands under your head, like this, then you could probably, I think you'll inevitably end up triggering the touch controls. Now, you can disable touch controls if this becomes an issue for you, but that's an option you'll have. You'll have to kind of cross that bridge when you get to it. Now, last but not least, it's going to bring us over to the body-borne noises. And for me, it's noticeable when you are using them in transparency mode, but when you turn on the noise cancellation, it's actually noticeably reduced. So that's a good option to have there. Now, let's go ahead and move over to the actual controls on the NuraTrue Pro. Now, as far as controls, they are featuring touch controls and they are very responsive. They're very easy to use because you can sort of feel that logo with your fingertip. So very easy to use. They do support a single touch, double touch, triple touch, along with a tap and hold. All 4 commands can be customized or shut off via the Nura Sound app, giving you extensive control options. You also have the ability to customize controls based on sides. So if you want to have like single tap on the left, do volume, and then single tap on the right, do play pause, things along those lines, you can really kind of mess around and get these dialed in to be your exact control scheme, whichever way you want to roll with it. You also have the, they also feature ear detection that they call auto pause, and that can be customized to pause when a single earbud is removed, both earbuds are removed, or be completely disabled. So you do have some options there. It does work quite well. I normally turn off ear detection for myself personally, but if you want to have it, or if that's a feature you like to have, it is on board here. So now let me go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to pair them up. So top down, let's bring over the Asus Zenfone 9. So you see Snapdragon sound pops right up right there. They are now pairing, and I'm going to actually have to put them in. So let's do that. So one more time, I got to put them in my ears. There we are. All right, top down. And now let's go in to the Nura App. Oop, I have to turn down that brightness. I got it on scumbag brightness. Forgive me for that. And this is the Asus Zenfone 9 for anybody who is wondering. So here we have the app itself. So let's go into the Nura Sound app. And this app is available for both Android and iOS devices. So initially, when you do turn this on the very first time, you are going to have to run the personalization sound. That way it gets it all set up, does the hearing test and does all that stuff. So you will have to do that right off top. So something for you to keep in mind. Now, just to be clear, it is an automated experience for the most part. It's minimal inputs needed. It starts with a tip fit test, and then it creates the EQ sound profile for you without you having to do a bunch of crazy testing. It really does do it automatically. You just want to be in a quiet environment. And then on top of that, you can actually have as many as 3 custom presets in here built in. So if you want to take the test multiple times and have, your separate profiles, you can totally do that if you wish. Once that's all finished, you'll land on the main app screen, which is what you see right here. Now at the very top, you have ProEQ, and that's where you can actually go in and change your personalized EQ. So you can go in and kind of mess with it. You can add more bass, remove bass, add more mid-range. There's the immersion mode slider right here. That's basically a bass slider. So you can add more bass. I have mine set at -2, so you do have that option. Now backing out of here, you have your add profile. This is where you can go through the test one more time so that you can add an additional profile to your profile here. Below this, next to this, you do have your battery life, so you can see the battery life of the earbuds themselves. And then after that, you have your personalized sound, or you can go neutral, and that kind of gives you that really flat kind of sound, but I usually keep mine on the personalized. Next to these two, this is going to be this little dial right here, this little button. That's your spatial audio. This button here, that is your ANC and transparency mode. And again, you have the immersion slider right there at the bottom. Now, if we back out of here and we go into the device settings, this is where you have a lot more options. Here's where you have your configure for touch control, so you can go in there and mess with all of that. Performance mode, you can do that, or battery saving mode. You have 2 options. There's your multi-point control. There's that music takeover mode that I mentioned earlier. This is where you can enable social mode, which is transparency and noise cancellation, enable spatial audio, your auto pause, which is your ear detection. They have an EU volume limiter. So there are some laws in Europe about volume of earbuds. They have a high gain mode. So you can actually have these be even louder if you want them to be louder. It will use battery though, just something to keep in mind. Voice prompt control, change voice language, and then you have your software updates, enter discoverable mode, clear pair device list, perform factory reset. So overall, a very fleshed out app experience coming from Nura here. You can tell this isn't their first rodeo, but so far, this has been one of the better app experiences I've used personally. Unfortunately, I was unable to use the earbuds at all without the app. Now, this is an option that I hope Nura can enable in the near future. However, I understand the need for this since going through the personalization process is crucial to a good listening experience, but I didn't like that I couldn't even play music through them without running the personalization process first. Now, secondly, you have to have both earbuds connected for the app to function. I feel this should be an easy fix since a lot of other TWS companies with apps allow you to do this. They allow you to use the app while you have only one of them connected. So I feel like this might be an easy fix. Now, to be clear, neither of these things are deal breakers for me by any means. These are simply pet peeves for sure, but I want to share with you the honesty of my experience when using the Nura app. So now let's move over really quick. Let me go ahead and take these out of my ear. And once again, thank you all for your patience being here and hanging with me. Let's move over to the battery life. Now, Nura, sorry, let me throw my headphones on. Now, Nura was claiming 8 hours plus 24 hours on the case for a total of 32 total hours. So that's what they were going for, is 32. So these are usually best case scenarios, but I went ahead and tested these claims for myself in a couple of different modes. So let me go ahead and put this up on the screen and I'll kind of read it off to you as well. So let me see if it'll pop up here. There we go. So here's your battery life test. Now I tested these with noise cancellation on and off with using just aptX, and then I also tested them with aptX and spatial audio enabled. So for aptX only, no spatial audio, noise cancellation on, I got 6 hours, 13 minutes. Noise cancellation off, I got 8 hours and 2 minutes. So excellent. Now aptX with spatial audio turned on, 5 hours and 39 minutes. Noise cancellation turned off, 7 hours and 21 minutes. And all of this testing was done at 75% volume in regular volume mode. So when I say regular volume mode, I mean, I didn't have the high gain turned on and I didn't have the volume limiter turned on. I just left them normal, just to be clear. But overall, for me personally, just from these numbers, these are getting excellent battery life considering all the features and everything that's going on with these earbuds. So overall, I'm actually quite satisfied with the battery life on the NuraTrue Pro. So yeah, just wanted to make that very, very clear for everyone here. Now, the other things I wanted to mention here about the NuraTrue Pro, they do feature fast charging. So if you do run them down, you can drop them back into the case for 5 minutes and it's going to give you an additional hour worth of playback time. When it comes to charging the case itself, you do have USB Type-C right here, as well as wireless charging. So let me go ahead and bring this, my Anker power bank up right here. There we go. So bring that guy in here. Let's see if it'll focus at some point. Hello. There we go. No, it doesn't, just doesn't want to focus today. All right. Not sure what's going on there. All right, there it goes. All right, so let's throw these on here, and there we go. Wireless charging is on deck here with the NuraTrue Pro. So you got both options, USB-C and wireless charging. So, and if you're interested in this power bank from Anker with the wireless charging built in, USB-C on the front and USB-A, I'll be leaving a link to that in the description here. I think I forgot to add it, but I'll add it in as soon as possible. But yeah, so we've got that going. Now, let's move over to some of the performance aspects of the NuraTrue Pro. So first, let's start with their adaptive noise cancellation. Now, the active noise cancellation on these earbuds works surprisingly well in my testing. It can help reduce steady, low and mid frequency noises. Now, I recently tested these last week when I was on a flight going cross country from San Francisco to New York. And the NuraTrue Pro did a good job of reducing ambient noise to a much more tolerable level. I also tested these with 75 decibels worth of crowd noise here at home, and it was decently effective as well. So very, very good overall performance. But I want to make one thing very, very clear here. The NuraTrue Pro do not offer quote unquote God tier noise cancellation performance like what you get from Bose or Sony. So it's good, but it's not at the very, very upper echelon of noise cancellation. Now, this can be easily improved by using the provided foam ear tips. It actually moves them up a notch when it comes to noise cancellation because it provides so much more passive noise isolation. So it can help, but that's just something that I wanted to be very, very clear with you about. Now, lastly, I didn't notice much, if any, EQ shift when changing in between modes. So overall, my experience with the noise cancellation here has been very good so far. So kudos to Nura for providing a decent experience there. Now let's move over to the transparency or social mode. Now transparency, they call it social mode, is basically where you can hear people talking around you. It activates the microphones in order to do that. We have a good transparency / social mode here. Now one thing that I thought was a little weird, but I guess it's just how they do it. When you activate social mode, the volume is lowered substantially so you can hear your surroundings or engage in a conversation. Now the sound, it sounds more natural and less processed compared to many other true wireless earbuds on the market. Probably one of the better transparency modes that I've heard. But two things I would love to see added here would be a volume slider for the transparency strength and a toggle to keep the volume at a normal level when this mode is activated. Because that's something where, like, sometimes I just want to sit with, you know, the social mode on, but not have to listen to them at a lowered volume level. So just something that I would love to see. But otherwise, the social mode, transparency mode performance has been very good in my personal opinion. So now let's move in to the meat and potatoes here. Let's start with the volume, then we'll move over into the sound quality. So one of the NuraTrue Pro, these are one of the few options that actually give you 3 different volume modes, which kind of caught me by surprise. You have your normal mode, they have the EU volume limiter, and then they have the high gain mode. Now, I only tested volume with normal and high gain mode since most of my viewers like their music loud, so I figured that's where we would rock. Now, as far as volume is concerned, with the high gain turned on, it came in at 118.6 decibels of peak volume. That is dummy loud. 118.6 decibels. Now in normal mode, they get to 110.5 decibels. So still loud. So they go from loud to dummy loud. You have your options. Now, for me, comfortable listening came in about 50 to 65%. So overall, very good. But these, the NuraTrue Pro with their high gain mode on, they're going to be loud enough for even the most dedicated volume junkie out there. They're definitely going to have you covered. So just wanted to make that very, very clear. Now, before we move into the sound quality section, the shirt that I'm wearing right now is a new design created to honor PALOMA, my wife who recently passed away. Now, PALOMA was the most amazing wife I could have ever asked for, and she supported my YouTube journey more than anyone else. She was also very proud of my work with Beats for Hope to support local food banks over the past year. So I want to honor her memory by donating 100% of the proceeds from the sales of this merch design to the Alameda County Community Food Bank. If you would like to help, please check out the link in the video description. We have tees, lady shirts, and hoodies available in all sizes, and it all goes towards putting food on the table for local families in need. I know she would be proud of the JEFE fam for stepping up to help. Big thanks to Beats for Hope and DJ Bionic for making this happen, and thank you so much for your time. So let's move in to the sound quality. Now, there is a lot to unpack here for sound quality when it comes to the NuraTrue Pro, especially when we start talking about the personalized sound and the spatial audio. So actually, let's go ahead and start there with those particular features. Now, the NuraTrue Pro automatically measure your hearing using highly sensitive microphones in the earbuds to measure autoacoustic emissions from your cochlea. Those measurements are then used to create a custom EQ profile perfectly tuned to your hearing. Now, this is similar to what we've seen from Soundcore, OnePlus, and one more. But the main differences are Nura's works far better than the others on the market in my experience, and I've tried a ton of them. It does this automatically without much input from the end user. You don't have to sit there doing left and right and do you hear it, did you not hear, like any of that stuff. It does all of that automatically and quickly, I might add. And for me, it created a warm, rich, and spacious sound that absolutely blew me away. Then you add in the spatial audio that's powered by Dirac Virtuo, and it uses a fixed position to simulate a recording studio type of sound. Now, there's no head tracking at this time, and it's more subtle than the spatial audio you get from Apple, but it's still excellent in my opinion. Different, but also excellent. Now, Nura Spatial Audio by Duroc creates a wider and vertically taller soundstage, and that really caught me by surprise. It truly puts you in the middle of a live recording. The combination of both personalized EQ and spatial audio must be heard to be understood, but to truly take advantage of this, just like anything else, you want to have good source audio, whether it's Qobuz, Tidal, Amazon Music HD, Apple Music Lossless. You want to have good source audio to do this. On top of that, you also have their ProEQ, and this is where you get the 5-band equalizer to further dial in your personalized sound to your own preference. And let me do this. Let me go ahead and pull these out, and let me see if I can show you my own EQ here, so you can kind of take a look at what I did for my own here. Let's see. It might not. Will it let me? Let's see. Maybe. Give me just a sec. Let it load up here. All right. So here we go once again. And ProEQ, I'll show you that once again. So this is what I did. And you can actually shut it off if you don't want to use your ProEQ, but you can do that just like that. So you can pause it here if you need to, if you want to like mess around trying out my EQ for these. Completely up to you. And then below that, you also get the immersion slider, which I said, it's basically a bass slider. And I like to keep mine at -2, but you can really pump up the bass if you want to. Completely up to you. Totally up to you. Now, let's get into the actual sound. Let's break it down. So when it comes to bass, so the NuraTrue Pro, they deliver excellent sub bass extension and rumble. The bass response here is top notch. Now, Nura is using a 10mm titanium driver, and it absolutely delivers that thump. Despite having this excellent bass response, it doesn't get muddy, doesn't get distorted or anything like that. It always stays well controlled unless you go nuts with the EQ and boost the bass up to like crazy levels. But you really don't need to. They seriously thump even with the bass reduced. It's pretty wild. Now, some of the test tracks that I used for testing bass response were Bamboo by E40 or Jazzy Bell by Outkast. Both of these tracks truly showcase the strength and cleanliness of the bass here. If you're a part of my Basshead crew, you need to have these songs on your playlist ASAP. So all of that to say that the NuraTrue Pro are definitely Basshead certified, and these will satisfy any and all bass heads if that's what you're into. Now, let's move over to the mid-range. Now, the mid-range on the NuraTrue Pro, it comes in smooth, and it has a nice touch of mid-bass to give it a bit more warmth. It's a rich sound that lends itself nicely to vocals as well as live instruments. Now, the mids are more neutral with my personalized EQ, so I use a ProEQ feature to give the mids a bit more energy, and this brought them out nicely. Now, one of the test tracks that really highlights the strengths of the mid-range here is Love's Train by Silk Sonic. The live drums, the bass, along with Bruno and Andy's smooth voices, that's something you really have to listen to for yourself to really experience what you're getting out of these. Now, moving over to the treble. The treble here is crisp and clean with no sibilance. I used the ProEQ to give it a touch more energy, and this added more airiness to the sound. Now, with or without spatial audio active, the NuraTrue Pro have excellent soundstage and surprisingly good stereo separation. But when you activate spatial audio, you get much more depth in the sound. It pulls the vocals in a bit closer, and it creates a much more intimate listening experience. Now, the test track that really blew me away with these was The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, which really showed how well the treble tuning can shine. The drum snares, the cymbal crashes, they all have excellent presence without being harsh, without being sibilant or being like too peaky. So overall, very good. Now, if I had to give any sort of constructive criticism about the NuraTrue Pro, it's going to be, firstly, the fact that you need to be wearing both of these for the app to work, along with not being able to use them at all without being set up via the app. This is something I get why, like I said before, I get why they do this, but you shouldn't be forced to use the app in order to even use them. But I get why they do that, because without the personalization, they do sound very flat, very dull. But at least give people the option. I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool. Secondarily, and this is going to be a temporary problem depending on when you watch this video, it's going to be the lack of device compatibility at this time in 2022, since there's only, a handful of phones that can actually take advantage of the aptX lossless codec. Now, this doesn't come by any surprise because we are literally on the cutting edge of true wireless earbud technology with the NuraTrue Pro. Obviously, more phones will be compatible with these earbuds in the coming months and next year, but this is just one of those things that I wanted to make aware. Now, a question that will inevitably come up: are the NuraTrue Pro the new sound quality king? The answer to that question is yes, for now. The combination of Nura's personalized sound, aptX lossless, and the ProEQ make these truly stand out when it comes to sound quality, soundstage, and detail retrieval when it comes to the wireless options that are available to us right now, especially when you're listening to high-res music from Qobuz, Tidal, or Apple Music. Good source audio really plays a major role here in getting the most out of these earbuds. So now let's go ahead and get into some microphone samples for those who like to take phone calls with their earbuds. The NuraTrue Pro, they feature an 8 microphone array, 4 per side, including 2 bone conduction mics. They also feature Qualcomm's aptX voice for super wideband voice calls. Now, I'll be doing quiet, outdoor, and crowd noise tests so you can hear how the NuraTrue Pro perform under different conditions. All right, so here we have the microphone quality test for the NuraTrue Pro. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the microphone quality test for the NuraTrue Pro. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm outdoors, slight little breeze going by, not a ton of traffic, so pretty quiet out here. But this is what they sound like outdoors. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the NuraTrue Pro in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As always, you're gonna have to be the judge of the microphone quality down in the comment section. Now, with all of that out of the way, Nura was kind enough to send these over for this review. Now, there was no monetary compensation involved, and Nura was not afforded any copy approval or early access to this video or my script prior to it being published. Now, I'm telling you this because I believe in transparency with you as the viewer. As always, please be sure to watch multiple reviews before making that final purchase decision. Also, I do have a set of the NuraTrue Pro on order from the original Kickstarter that have yet to arrive. Hopefully they will arrive soon so I can give them away to one lucky member of the HiFi fam. Now, if you're interested in seeing another dope set of earbuds that offer solid performance at a much lower price, check out the video that I'm going to leave for you right up here on the screen. With that said, my name is HiFi, and I'm out this bitch. All right, fam, I appreciate you all hanging with me. I know that took a little longer than usual, but these earbuds have so many features and there is so much going on that it takes a while to kind of go through and explain everything. So I really appreciate your guys' patience hanging with me for that whole thing. And as I said before, for the replay squad, I'm going to be chopping this stream down to just the review section, and I will be re-uploading the entire stream. So if you want to listen to the whole thing, the usual live Q&A chat and all that stuff, that'll be in the El Jefe Live playlist for anybody who is interested. Links for all of this, for the NuraTrue Pro, for the PALOMA shirt, all of that stuff is in the video description as well. So we'll go ahead and be taking care of that. But now I can get in and say what's up to everybody, man. I feel really bad because I know a lot of people have been coming through. I'm super far behind on the chat. But yeah, so I see Rich Music Tech Reviews popped up, said he's going to be catching the replay. No worries. Darren Mitch is in the building. What's up, man? Sean Sanderson, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Adam, Boom in the Sky, what's up, man? I appreciate you coming through either way, man. Yo, Dakeno, what's up, man? Good to see you. Let's see here. Sean Brady, what's up, man? Always good to see you here. Barry Johnson's in the house. Holla at your boy. What up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Mark Palmer's in the building. Always good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Let's see here. Buzz703, how you doing, man? How you doing? All right, just going through. BJ Perry, what's up, man? Bradley Larcher, good to see you. Island Boy, good to see you, man. Raymond, how's it going? It's got Sean Sanderson in the house. What's up, man? Scott Morris, good to see you. Let's see here. Common Rider, what's up, man? Good to see you. Ike, what's up, brother? Good to see you, Ike. Always good. Cannon Hawk, what's up, man? Just going through here, want to make sure I say what's up to everyone. CW Kevin, hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Always good to see you, brother. Let's see here. Who else do we got? Who else is in here? Sean P, what up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. Tana Soleil coming through with a $20 super chat. Let's see if it actually plays this time. I appreciate the super chat, Tana. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And let's see here. Who else we got? We got Buzz703 coming through, joining or rejoining the Hefe fam. Appreciate you, my guy, joining the channel membership. Much appreciated. I see Johan's in the building. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Buzz703 again coming through. Mary, hey, Mary Madigan's in the house. No worries about being late. I always appreciate you coming through. Let's see. Emo Kids in the house. Good to see you. All right, just going through. Ethnic, what's up, man? Derek Crocker, what's up, brother? How you doing? Let's see here. Trying to get caught up here. Oh, look, it's Septian. What's up, man? I appreciate you coming through. Septian missed the whole review. Good going, man. Yo, my guy, my brother from another mother, Keith, Mr. Gameski himself, coming through. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Just feels right having you back making videos. Hey, no doubt, man. I appreciate you, brother. Just doing the live review thing, man. You know, just trying to keep it simple, you know, and less editing in my life. So just keeping it simple here. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. These things are legit. Like, you guys know, man, I'm not just going to sit here and lie to you and say, yeah, you know, these aren't the truth. They really are. I know that price tag is high. I know this. Like, don't get it twisted. I know the price tag is high on these, but we are on the cutting edge of true wireless technology with these earbuds. The personalization that they offer, crazy. The spatial audio by Dirac, awesome. The fact that they are using aptX lossless, combine that with Qobuz, aptX, the personalized sound and the spatial audio together. I mean, bro, I was legit listening to Unchained Melody by Al Green, and that shit brought tears to my eyes. Now, when I can have headphones or earbuds make that happen, and the fact that it's a wireless earbud, not an IEM, not an over-ear open back, but a true wireless earbud that can bring tears in my eyes, that is a special moment. That is the connection that I have with music, and the emotion that it can elicit. And that to me is seriously good. Very, very, very high praise. You guys know, like I said, man, I don't just put my name on anything. I won't just put my stamp on whatever, but these truly bring it. People are going to have to step their game up. Now, I haven't done comparisons, like sound quality comparisons and stuff like that. I haven't done that yet. But I will be doing that soon. Most likely, I'll probably include these like when I do my review of the Liberty 4. But yeah, it's up there. Like it's shockingly good. The personalized sound has to be experienced. So, and that's what Nura's been known for. It's their award-winning personalization. So overall, very good, man. I'm very, very happy with these earbuds, and I'm looking forward to whenever that second set shows up so that I can give them away to one of the lucky Hefe fam members. So for that giveaway, we're going to do it special. It's going to be for the members only, but I appreciate everybody coming through and hanging out. Now, let's see, man, just seeing what's going on in the chat. Let's see here. Yeah, man. Gamesey's in the building, of course. Septian's over here mad about something. I don't know what's going on over there. This is exciting. I'll never buy overhead, so I'm hoping in-ears to a point where they can deliver HD audio. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing here, right? So let me bring this up real quick. Let's go to Chrome. So this is probably the closest that we've gotten to this. So NuraTrue Pro, right? This is CD quality lossless audio, assuming everything in the chain is correct, right? So you have one of the compatible devices, you have high res source audio, then you will be experiencing, lossless audio via Bluetooth, which to me is wild. It's 16-bit CD quality, which is about as good as we can get, but it's still shockingly good. You can hear the difference. So that to me is pretty sick, because we've been working towards this for a long time. I honestly thought it was going to be Apple that was going to do it first with the AirPods Pro 2, but it didn't happen. Not saying that they won't still do something like that, but it's nice to see this, and I'm sure this is like one step forward. Now, once everybody starts to catch up, hopefully they'll bump that up, to whatever might be next, 2448 or whatever it might be. But 16-bit is still very good via wireless connection, so something to keep in mind. But overall, man, I'm excited for this, man. I'm really excited at where the technology is headed. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. So yeah. Let's see, they even have a Bluetooth device for console gaming. Yeah. When you look at the pre-orders and stuff, there's an option for that. So if you want to run it with like a Switch or like a Steam Deck, there's an option for that as well. So yeah, man, I mean, overall, very good. The microphones to me are very good. So yeah, overall, I'm very, very impressed, to be completely honest. So a couple of minor tweaks to these, and and that's just app stuff. So, but as more devices start coming on board supporting this, it's going to be nice. Yeah, it's going to be nice. So yeah, here's the thing. Is it worth the price tag? We're on the cutting edge of this technology. These are literally the world's first earbuds to support Qualcomm aptX lossless. So combine that with, the Snapdragon sound, and they're not the first ones with Snapdragon sound. That's the Audig Twig Pro, but these just absolutely blow them out of the water. Like, it's not even close. So yeah, for me, they are worth the price tag. But that's going to be for everybody to weigh out, because it really depends on what you need out of those earbuds. What's the most important thing for you? If you need them for music listening, hell yeah, they're worth it. But if your most important feature is mic quality or noise cancellation or one of the other features, yeah, then probably not, because you can get that from a lot of other earbuds. So if you're looking at the NuraTrue Pro, it should be because of your desire for sound quality and the latest tech. Otherwise, you have a ton of options. Like, there are so many options out there right now that it's just pure insanity. So do you have to go ahead and get these? No. If you're living on the bleeding edge of this technology, then yeah. And if you want that sound quality, then yeah. So, but yeah, something to keep in mind. It really just depends on you. I can't determine whether it's worth $300 for you. That's for you to decide. So it has to suit your needs. That's really what it comes down to. But yeah, appreciate that, man. I said, oh, the Qualcomm losses. Yeah. Come on, son. You got to catch up, man. Catch up, bro. So let's see here. Let me scroll down. So this is lossless audio. So you can see right here. Before Bluetooth, we could listen to our favorite songs on CD with wired earbuds and experience uncompressed, high quality sound. Bluetooth brought great convenience, but required a significant reduction in audio quality due to limitations of wireless tech. These limitations take away from detail of the music and introduce compression artifacts that negatively impact the listening experience. NuraTrue Pro are the world's first earbuds to support lossless audio over Bluetooth with Qualcomm aptX lossless. Lossless audio preserves all the data from the original studio recording, allowing you to hear a faithful reproduction of the sound that the artist intended. Experience audiophile quality sound whenever you go with uncompressed bit perfect fidelity that typically requires expensive high-end equipment and a wired connection to reproduce. So, and then you combine that with their personalized sound, you combine that with the spatial audio, and yeah, it's pretty wild. So specs supports 44.1 kilohertz, 16-bit CD quality lossless audio, bit for bit exact, bit rate up to 1.2 megabytes. And then as of right now, Motorola Edge 30, Asus ROG 6, and my Asus Zenfone 9 that I have right here are the compatible devices. So yeah, something to keep in mind there. But that's how we're rolling with these. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm truly excited about these. So yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, man. Let's see. I know you said that you haven't compared, but would you say they're much better than your True Wireless 3 off the top of your head? I mean, possibly. I would have to do a back-to-back comparison, but I believe so. Yeah. So yeah, man. It says you got to pay to play on the bleeding edge. Yeah. Yeah. Because here's the thing. While they're the first, right, and they can charge that higher amount for being the first, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at all if in like early 2023, mid 2023, you start seeing more. Like we saw a lot of earbuds start dropping LDAC and aptX adaptive. Don't be surprised if next year we start seeing more earbuds dropping with Qualcomm lossless. Like, don't be surprised by that. Once the phones start coming out that support it and it becomes more common, yeah. So don't be surprised. That price is going to drop. Right now we're on the bleeding edge. Just like when flat screen TVs came out, they were like $10,000. Not saying you can still find some out there that expensive, but you can now get them at Walmart for $300 or less. So prices come down on tech, man. So if this is too much, just be patient. Just be patient. Yeah. I just realized I ordered these back in July when you mentioned the Kickstarter. I had totally forgotten. Oh no. Yeah, man, I'm still waiting. So I was reading on their Kickstarter, they're still, letting people know, hey, they're ramping up production. They're getting them shipped out. Some people have received them. I'm talking about people not like reviewers, but other people have received them already. I've seen some written reviews in different places. So some people are receiving them. So I'm just hoping that these arrive soon so that I can give them away to somebody. So yeah. Let's see. $300 is a high price for true wireless, but if they did manage to deliver lossless Bluetooth, then it is the new technology and it's worth the price tag. Still sticking to my Sparks though. Hey, that's totally fair. Totally fair. Yeah. Yeah. No, hey man, here's the thing. When it comes to tech, those who are patient win. Patience is a real virtue when it comes to technology. So, I know a lot of people, including myself, before I really got into YouTube and doing this whole thing, I used to always wait. I used to always get last year's flagship phones. I used to always wait till prices came down and then I would buy into tech. I wouldn't be the first dude to have the latest thing because 6 months later, it's like half the price. So yeah. So smart money holds on to it and waits for that price to come down for sure. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. I might pick them up in about a year. Oh man. So I'm very glad that you enjoy these a lot more than their previous products. Yeah. No, 100%, man. I definitely do. The previous one, the NuraTrue, was pretty good, but it didn't, even with the personalized sound, it didn't blow me away. These ones actually did. Like these actually brought it, but I think it's the combination of the whole chain. But here, let's make one thing clear. And I think I might've overlooked it in my script here, but even when testing them on iOS with AAC, so without aptX lossless, the personalized sound, the spatial audio was excellent. So that was kind of caught me by surprise too. So it still performed very well, but peak performance is going to come from using them with a compatible Android device with a Qualcomm, compatible SoC. So yeah. Let's see. It's so hard to wait though. True story, man. Hey, Chris. Hey, from London, UK. Welcome, man. I appreciate you coming through with Super Chat. Let's hit it one time. But yeah, man. And then let's do this really quick as well, because I did mention this as a call to action in the video because I wanted to live, but let's bring this up here. So you guys saw in the video, I'm wearing the PALOMA shirt. And as I said in the video, this design is here to honor the life of my wife who recently passed away in August. I kept the prices as low as possible, but we still want to make sure that we can help make a difference to families who need to eat. And then also to make one thing clear, all of my merch, all of the shirts, all of them are 100% going towards Alameda County Food Bank. It isn't just this design, it's all of my designs. But this one is special because of it's her name. It's the color palette that she enjoyed. I put the dates on there as well. So this is a very, very special design to me. And also on top of that, we have different options. So you can get these in a hoodie, multiple colors. You can get them in a women's cut and you can get them in a regular classic tee. And like I said, they come in multiple colors as well. So you have different options: black, navy, purple, dark heather, orange, Carolina blue, gold, whatever works for you, whatever color you prefer. you have those options there. So, and the same thing goes for the hoodies and the ladies tees. You get a lot of different colors. Sizes go from small all the way to 5X, so they can fit, you know, King Kong sizes like me. They totally work. The hoodies are pretty dope as well. If you haven't seen those before, they also have an ELJEFE logo hidden kind of back here like an Easter egg. And once again, sizes from small all the way up to 5X. Now, also to be clear, and not throwing shade at any other people that sell merch, but you see people out there selling merch and they sell t-shirts for 50 and hoodies for 100 and all this craziness. I kept these prices as low as possible, but I wanted to make sure that we can still make, you know, a decent donation to the Alameda County Food Bank when you buy a shirt or a hoodie. So just something to keep in mind. If anybody wants to help me in supporting families who need food for the holidays, then that's what you're getting. You're going to get a dope design. You're going to help me honor my wife who recently passed away, and to honor her and to do this right. All of that money is going towards the Alameda County Food Bank to put food on the tables of families in need. So that's, you know, being that it's her name and her namesake, I wanted to do right by her. And I know how proud she was of what we've done so far as a Jefe fam to help support families in need, that I felt it was only right for us to do it this way. And I'm also recruiting some of my friends, some of my other creator friends, so that they can also help spread the word. So this way we can try to make as big of an impact as possible, while at the same time honoring her life. So for anybody who decides that they want to help out, feel free to do so. T-shirts, the lady shirts, the hoodies, feel free. You know, you don't have to, even if you just want to share it out with your friends and family. It's all going towards a good cause. My partners at Beats for Hope, the website that I was showing you, hey, where'd it go? Oh, that's why I totally dropped it out here. There it is. My friends over at Beats for Hope, they are a legit 501c3 charity. So it is all on the up and up. I wouldn't be putting my name down with them if they weren't legit. So something to keep in mind there. But yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate everybody who's been supporting and picking up the merch and trying to help me make a difference out here for people who need it, man. So there are less fortunate people. I was one of them. I remember standing in food lines as a kid. So if there's anything that we can do as a community to help, we should do that. We should, if only if you can. If you can't afford it, hey, no worries. No worries. But if you can, then yeah, let's get out there. Let's try to help and make a difference here for families that need it here locally. Let's see here. I appreciate you, Barry, throwing the link in the chat. It's also the pinned comment. So for anybody who's listening or needs it, there it is. Yeah, I did volume measurements. You definitely missed it. I think it's like, I'm trying to remember, on regular mode, it's 110 dB. On high gain mode, it's 118.6 dB. So they're stupid loud either way. So they got people covered when it comes to volume. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, listening to King Jefe in my police car with McDonald's. Paradise. Nice. If you have an iPhone, will they sound great without the lossless codec? Yes. I said that just a second ago, but with the spatial audio, with the personalized sound, even without the lossless codec, they will sound very, very good. So yeah. Says patience is key. That's why the Samsung Tab S7 256 can be found for less than the Tab S8 128. I'm definitely getting that when I can. Nice. Nice. Yeah, man. So NuraTrue Pro, much better than Liberty 3 Pro. I would say sort of, in a way. The sound is much more cohesive. It's more fine-tuned. So yeah, in my opinion, yes. Yeah. But I would have, like I said, I would still need to do a lot more testing. So shirts are beautiful. Thank you, man. Thank you. So my wife was a big fan of Sailor Moon. That was her favorite anime. So this is why we chose this color palette to go with the pinks and the blues and the white and then the red heart in the background. That was really like what she was into. So I kind of came up with a concept of what I wanted. And then I gave it to my boy, DJ Bionic, who's designed all of my other merch, the Know Your Value, Consistency Beats Perfection, like all my other merch. He's the one who's been doing those designs. I gave it to him and I said, hey, here's my idea. Can you like put it together? Can you like make it happen? And he was like, bet, give me a couple of days. And he came back with this. I was blown away. I was freaking blown away, man. So yeah, it's so sick. He is such a dope artist. So, and he wouldn't even let me like pay him for the design. He was just like, nah, man, I want to do this to honor your wife. Consider this a gift. So yeah, man, it's the real deal, man. It's so dope. It's so dope, man. Let's see here. What else we got? Hefe just wondering, when is Liberty Pro 4? I don't know when Liberty Pro 4 is coming. The Liberty 4 is already on Amazon, but it's on Amazon US. I don't know exactly where you are. It might just not be available at Amazon locally to where you are. So probably just need to keep waiting, unfortunately. So what's the better value? Space A40 for $89 or Liberty 4 for $129? Both are at that price on Walmart website. Not sure which one I should get based on the value. It just depends on what you need. I think the main difference between those two is going to be the gaming mode that's available on the Space A40, and obviously the dual driver setup on the Liberty 4. For me, Liberty 4 is the better buy if you don't need a gaming mode. So that would be the way to go. Let's see. Yo, Paul coming through with the super chat, $19.99. Let's hit it one time. Let's go, man. Appreciate you. I don't need another shirt, so here's some funds for the cost. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing, Courtney? Good to see you, brother. Says, haven't used a Nura product in years since the OG headphone. Yeah, dude, that's actually, if I remember correctly, that was how I found your channel. Wasn't that OG review you did on the OG Nura phones? So those are the weird headphones that were headphones, but they also had the fingers and went into your ears. So yeah, they've come a long way, man. They've come a long way. They're on the cutting edge right now. So, but good to see you here, bro. And congrats on bringing that channel back, man. Like you have been absolutely crushing it. The Apple Watch stuff and everything, dude. It's good stuff, man. Good to see you back, man. Let's see. He said, yeah, they're loud. No worries, man. You got to do your dad stuff, bro. It's all good. It's all good, man. Oh, man. Let's see here. Sweet designer and design. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Meant the Soundcore 4. Yeah. Oh, from Ireland. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. I figured you were overseas. So, yeah, that's probably what's going on, is probably they haven't reached, because I know there's a lot of people that have been saying that, like, the Liberty 4s haven't reached all markets yet. Just got to give it time. That's all. Supposedly, now this is what I've heard, and this is something I've done before. When I was trying to get the Huawei FreeBuds Pro 2, they weren't available on Amazon US, but they were available on Amazon UK. And I was able to order them from Amazon UK and have them delivered to my house. Took a little longer, and I had to pay a little bit of money, but I was able to do that. I don't know if that's an option for you, but it may be something you want to look into. I don't know if they'll do it from US to Ireland, but I was able to do it from UK to the US. I don't know. Just something to keep in mind. Maybe worth something looking into. Let's see here. Speaking of Nuraphones, I'm just going to wait for my Nuraphone, for the Nuraphone Studio, and that would be my dream. Nice. Right on, man. Nice. Yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, man, I mean, so that's kind of what we're going on about today. And as I said before, I will be cutting this stream down to its short section. So, but that's how we're doing it. Also, if you follow me at ELJEFEREVIEWS on the Twitter, I'm gonna try to move this. Let me see if I can move this to the other window real quick. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over here. Let's go back to Chrome. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at ELJEFEREVIEWS. It's basically at ELJEFEREVIEWS across all social platforms. I did just tweet about the new merch design. So hopefully we can start kind of trying to spread the word out there about this. And also, as I said, I'm getting some of my homies on board and some of my other creator friends on board. I'm still reaching out to people little by little. So if you start seeing the shirts popping up on other people's videos, other creators' videos, and they have the links in the description and stuff, we're trying to spread the message here to try to make as big of a difference as we can. So, but yeah, man. So that's what's going on with that stuff there. Let's see here. What else we got? Oh yeah, no worries. Yo, TA Tech, what's up, brother? Yo, Slang, what up, man? Good to see you. See here. Good to see everybody coming through, man. I appreciate you guys. I know, on Sundays, you guys could be doing anything else. You got football on, you got all kinds of stuff going on. But you guys being here and showing up and always coming through for your boy El Jefe is truly, truly appreciated. Truly appreciated. I've been, going through a lot, as many of you know. Last 2 months have been very difficult. But without all of the support of my family, my friends, my creator community, and the Jefe fam, has been really helpful. It's been really, really helpful. And, just being, very open and transparent with you guys about the fact that I've been, attending 2 sessions, per week, doing therapy and doing, some group, grief education. I'm starting to kind of come out on the other side of it. I am overall, just as like a update, I am doing noticeably better, overall. So, I just wanted to quickly thank you guys again for holding it down for your boy and, kind of keeping me motivated, keeping me here with you guys and, helping me kind of get through, the worst time in my life. So, very, very, very thankful for all you guys and just for inviting me in, and helping me feel the community, feel the love and everything else. So, super, super helpful and super thankful for all of you guys, for making that happen. So, hey, no worries, Josh, take it easy, brother. I appreciate you coming through, man. So yeah, no, for sure, man. And that's one of the things where we're getting there, little by little, we're getting there. So that's how we're doing it, man. Hey, Buzz, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Seriously, man. Yeah. And if, like I said, man, anybody who wants to help out, the merch, man, you know what I mean? The merch is really, where you want to put any of that, man. It's truly, truly appreciated because that's really where we're trying to make the biggest difference. That's where we want to make, the biggest impact right now. Is with the merch collection, with the PALOMA shirts. That's really what we want to do. Because that's what for me, that's what's most important right now is making sure that we try to blow this up as much as we can because it helps. It really helps. I was thinking, I know my homies are buying the shirts, but I don't know if it's really going to make a difference. And then when they told me that, we've been helping put meals, on the tables of families in need, hundreds of families. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like that's a real thing. Like we're making a real difference. And if we can pump this up to really, do it big and really try to honor her life, but at the same time help people, like, why not, man? Why not? So we should do that. Let's see. Lost my grandma due to cancer. Sorry to hear that, man. She was the best. I loved her so much. I was so sad when I lost her, but luckily I recovered. At least she's in a better place now. Absolutely, man. But yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I definitely know we've been, going through all of that. So yeah, no, for sure, man. And I think this is like a beautiful way for us to do this. To try to make a difference, especially now, man, especially heading in to the holidays here. We have Halloween. We also have Thanksgiving coming up. And everything. So any kind of relief that we can give to families, especially here in California, man, this is why I chose, Alameda County Food Bank, which is here locally to me, because it's expensive to live here, man. Like people don't get it, man. Like people really are out here struggling to figure out how they're going to put gas in their car to get to work. And then still trying to figure out what they're going to eat. And it's like, if we can do anything to give them any kind of relief, then we have to, man. We really, really have to. So it means a lot to me. Like I'm not just doing this like it doesn't mean something to me. It's very, very personal. So if we can help, man, that's what we want to do. So, but yeah, man. But that's what's going on, man. So it's highly, highly appreciated. Everybody doing their part, helping out, whether it's retweeting, whether it's buying the shirts directly, however you want to help. I can't thank you guys enough, man. It's really what we're doing to try to honor her and in her name, make a difference for families wherever we can. So yeah, man. But yeah, so that's what we got going on, man. Not much more than that. As I said before, I'll be chopping the stream down. So just, Just keeping that very clear. But let me see if I can do that really quick. Hold on, let me go back to Chrome here. Oh, we're black screened again. Hold on a sec here. Let's do that. All right, so let me go back here somewhere. Oh, where is it at? I can't see my cursor. All right, where is it at? What happened here? Okay, hold on. Back out of here. All right, can I see it now? Yes. Okay, now I can see it. YouTube, there we go. All right, back here. All right, so for people who may be wondering where you'll find the full replay, I'm gonna drop down here. So this is my channel homepage, ELJEFE Reviews, youtube.com/c/ELJEFE Reviews. You scroll down on the main page and you'll land on ELJEFE Live. And this is where you're gonna find the full replay for this live stream. And then for those who haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm sure all of you have already done so. That's where you're able to comment. Community tab, this is where I post stuff. Like last night I posted a preview and I even showed a screenshot of how they're connected to NuraTrue Pro aptX Adaptive 48K. This even bumps up to 96K when you've got some like seriously strong like lossless files. So it's pretty dope. Pretty dope, man. So I have a lot of fun testing out the NuraTrue Pros for sure. Let's see here. Say sorry I was late to stream. How are you? I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. You definitely don't want to check out the replay though if you want to see all the details on the NuraTrue Pro. Brad says, I'll be picking up shirt ASAP. I have US address, so getting it to the islands won't be a problem. Hey, that's what's up, brother. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Yeah, definitely avoid that never really gets filled. No, it's just, you just have to kind of move forward, man. That's really all we can do. So, yeah, living in Cali is too expensive. Shoot, got me thinking about moving when I get the chance. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear you. So, but that's just how we're doing it, man. That's how we're doing it today. So, the stream is really, really dedicated to how we can try to help and how we can honor the passing of my wife with doing something positive, turning a tragic event into something when we also remember the fact that we also help feed a lot of families. We try to turn her memory, as painful as it is, to give it a silver lining. You know what I mean? So, hopefully this will be that for many families. So, but yeah, so it'll be pretty dope. I think it'll be pretty dope. So yeah, but yeah, man. So I think that's going to do it for me. We're going to go ahead and end it a little bit early. I know people got a lot of stuff going on, which is totally fine. But yeah, I need to take care of some stuff here at home. I still got to unpack for my trip. But with that said, man, I'm going to go ahead and dip out of here. I appreciate every single one of you who came through, all the moderators, Barry, everybody with the Ranch Gang, all my fellow creators who stepped up to came through. I saw all of you. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, man, for those that want to support, the links are always going to be in the description. I'm going to update all my videos to include those links. But yeah, man, I want you all to take care of yourselves. If you're married or have loved ones or people you care about, give them a strong, strong hug today for me on my behalf. Do it for me. Do it for those of us who can't hug our loved ones any longer. Definitely do that. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't put it off because you never know what tomorrow brings. So do that for me as a huge, huge favor. Aside from that, man, I hope you all have a lovely, beautiful rest of your Sunday. Go into the week positive and with good energy, and just get out there and get it, man. Let's do big things this week. And then I'm going to continue to work on finalizing the script for the Liberty 4. And I got a special set of headphones that I showed off on my Instagram and my TikTok. So if you want to get that sneak peek, that's where you'll find the sneak peek for those. But I'll be talking about those pretty soon as well. So, but yeah, man, everybody have a good rest of your day. Much love from your boy ELJEFE on my behalf. And yeah, man, I'm out. Peace.